For those of you who are new to the channel, this is Walt. Walt is, how old are you now, Walt?
77.
77 years old. What we're going to do right after this, so we're going to show you the drills and sequences that helped Walt pick up. How many yards do you think you've picked up on your drive since we've been working? 100. Well, certainly it's been 80 yards. So if you're looking for more distance, going to follow this video, watch all the way to the end. Walt's, we hope, is really going to put on a spectacle of driving distance and accuracy. Stay tuned. All right, let's get right into it. Our first drill, and this is kind of our warm-up drill that we do often to make sure that Walt's fundamentals are staying on track and he's not falling into any bad habits. We've got our noodle at the 45-degree angle, we've got our chair, and for Walt, we're paying particular attention, and for those of you at home as well, I'm going to pay particular close attention to your setup. And the two things that we work on that most short hitters do not do is we're working on to make sure you have enough rump back bow and also get the shoulders square to your flight line or parallel to your flight line with a little bit of tilt. So let's look for that in these first practice swings Walt's going to make. Okay, so butt back bow, turn right and tilt. There, now make a nice easy swing. Super. You now see, setting the body on this forward inclination of about 30 or even 35 degrees with the shoulders properly positioned really allows for almost an automatic swing under the noodle on this shallow inside out plane. If you're not on this yet, you just got to get here, because this is really the key to hitting the ball high and far and straight. Butt back bow. Perfect. And one. Okay, see if you can finish up still touching the chair on this one. Butt back bow, big turn to the right, and. All right, well, let's put a couple golf balls in the way. I want you to start with some really conservative half swings. Turn right, rump back. Stay turned, stay turned, stay turned. Gentle half swing. Okay, now just an easy half swing. Super, you're under. Remember what we're trying to do here. We have a 90 degree, the club is cocked minus 90 or 90 degrees from its original starting position. We want it to finish at plus 90 degrees past the wrist, like this. So if you're slicing it, you might be getting to right about here and then squeezing the club and stopping it, impeding it, and there comes the open club face that causes the ball to slice. So we want to make sure that you freely complete the motion. It's a snapping, whipping quality like this. Put your right hand back on, and we're going to be in this position in our early follow through. All right, give that another shot. Get in your posture and tilt and turn, and now release. Very good. Ball's got hook spin. Let's keep building on it. Bowing, tilting, turning. Stay there. Easy. Okay, so we got our first prototype drive there. Turn right and bow a little more. Turn right more and bow. Stay right there. Stay there. And wrap the right forearm over. There, we're talking. Now you're in the power slot, releasing it. Terrific. Okay, so there's the first one. You didn't even catch all of it. We've got 79 miles an hour to go, 202. Again, we're looking for high efficiency first. Get more out of less. Get the gist of these two exercises together. And then slowly, as the coordination builds, the speed can start to build. You don't have to get greedy right away. I mean, 202, you're already in a pretty good category. But now you're swinging from the inside a little bit and hitting up on the ball. Hitting up on the ball will give us more height and carry, and this whole motion is going to also give us a little bit less backspin. So you get high carry, coming down and bouncing like a super ball down the fairway. That's why it's going so far. And wrap. Straight down the middle. The combination of these two skills, these two drills together, You can practice them one at a time, but the combination of them is the most beautiful thing in the world for your distance. Bowing, tilting, turning. Stay there, and pretty good drive there, huh? And release. There we go. Big hit there. And release right over left. Now we're talking. It's not super efficient, but we're up to 233 yards at 88 miles an hour. We've got a hook into the left rough. What we love about this is there's the best release of the day, the freest, most complete release of the day on time. When we come back, when we put the noodle back in place and have him swing more onto the noodle and from the inside and upwards, that same drive is probably going to go over 250. So let's look for that. Let's show you a pitfall of that short hitting slicers do that Walt did on that last shot. And that last shot, rather than releasing the club head 180 degrees around the wrist, notice how the handle of the club kind of stays in place as he wraps that club around at 180 degrees. If you're a short hitting slicer, quite often you are pulling the handle into the ball. Of course, there's your open club face. Your speed goes away too because the club can only move as fast as the handle's moving. You're not accelerating it and getting that multiple differential. But the sign is that elbow pulling this way, pulling the handle through. You're going to get some shots that go low and slice and don't go very far. So let's replace that with this next one. Now, he might be releasing it beautifully like this. However, the club is still traveling down and to the left through the impact zone instead of inside upwards to square like this. And so when we put the noodle back again and we combine these two, we're going to see some really good stuff happening. Okay, Walt, let's show them a couple exercises we do to really max out another 20 or 30 yards. This is how the drills that really got your speed up high. So first we're going to do the drill with the orange whip trainer. And this is going to be the drill where you just increase the size of the backswing and then increase the follow through as well. So that 3/4 swing that other YouTube instructors might be urging you to make is not helping. You want to keep the swing long. Look at the major winners or the people who almost won a major well into their 50s. You have Phil Mickelson, Sam Snead, you've got Tom Watson at age 59. Their swings were long. This is why they were able to keep competing with people much younger than them. So let's see some swings where you're coming from the inside. Now longer. We don't go for speed with the orange whip necessarily. Tilt and turn. Now lengthen out the backswing and the follow through. Okay, swing to balance. Don't swing for speed yet. Super. Swing for rhythm. Long and long. All right, now let's replace the orange whip with your club, and you're gonna do the same exercise. What I'm looking for you to do is, we're gonna do 5 or 6, so I want you to start with that nice long swing, and I want you to raise the level of the snap. Wait for the bottom, wait for the heavy part of the swing, wait for the snaps, and then a little faster, a little faster, a little faster, a little faster, and let's see how fast we can get it up to. Turn right still. Long and super swing to balance. Now, you waited for that crescendo to really snap, waited for the blow to get heavy. You were patient. Now, let's see you add a little bit more whipping speed to that same swing. Wow, you can really hear that swoosh. Let me stand with the microphone a little closer to the club and swoosh. And in balance again. Let's see one more like that. Long swoosh. Great exercise to do. Practice swinging long and practicing swinging with speed. Do that 2 or 3 times a week, maybe 2 to 3 sets of 5, and get your speed and your length of swing back again. Then you can really multiply what you're doing with the first 2 exercises. Release that thing right over left. Yeah, we're talking. That's a peach, huh? That might be our longest 237. Well, that's only 86 miles an hour there, so that was much better contact. Stay there, wrap it around the pole. Wow. Now you're looking like a long drive champ. Hey Walt, that was a good day. We had some couple really amazing successes there. You really started to find the rhythm there at the end. It's going to take us more than just one day, but we're going to work back into those good habits. So let's review what we did today. We worked on the power swing plane coming under the noodle, inside and upwards into the ball, as we then would release the club head rather than pulling it through. So we accelerate it, we get it to turn upwards, we get the face to square. Then we moved on to some of those long swing drills with the orange whip trainer and then with your club, and we got as high as 95, 96 miles an hour on a dry swing. So tons of potential for distance there. Then we moved on to try to put everything together. Not easy to put everything together. It's okay to go back and work on one thing at a time, and as slow as you have to successfully do it, get some repetitions in, then try to combine the skills again. But we were able to launch one today, 256 yards nearly, and dead straight down the fairway. That's pretty good. For how old are you again?
77.
Now 77 years old. So we said that the average golfer in his 70s, who's Walt's handicap, is only hitting at 167, and a scratch golfer is only hitting it maybe a little bit over 210. If you hit it 255, is blowing away the competition. So Walt, definitely you're now officially a long bomber. I got to get you your t-shirt and your sticker and your hat.
Thanks, Steve.
For the long,
when you set me up, I can really start swinging.
For the Long Bombers Club. We're going to keep working on the project, and maybe we'll be back in a few months with our 300 video.
I'm working on that.
We're working on it. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, like, leave a comment for Walt. And if I don't see you in the next video, I'll see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Everybody take good care.